Welcome to AI Conspiracy Exposed. Everyone talks about artificial intelligence, but very few people can actually explain what it is or how it works. Is AI thinking? Is it learning like a human? Or is it just following complex rules written by someone else? In this video, we strip away the hype, the fear, and the sci-fi myths to reveal what artificial intelligence really is, how it works behind the scenes, and why understanding it matters more than ever. Everyone's talking about AI. It writes emails, creates art, talks like a human, and somehow, it feels both magical and terrifying at the same time. But here's the truth most people don't hear. AI isn't alive. It doesn't think. And it definitely doesn't understand the world the way you do. So what is AI really? And how does it actually work behind the scenes? Let's break it down, simply, honestly, and without the sci-fi nonsense. AI is not a brain, and that's important. The biggest myth about AI is that it's a digital brain. It's not. AI doesn't have thoughts, it doesn't have opinions. It doesn't even know what words mean. At its core, AI is a pattern recognition system. That's it. It looks at massive amounts of data, finds patterns, and predicts what comes next. When you type a question into an AI system, it's not thinking. It's calculating probabilities, word by word, pixel by pixel, decision by decision. The data is the real intelligence. AI doesn't become smart on its own. It's trained. That training involves feeding it enormous data sets, books, articles, images, videos, code, conversations, sometimes trillions of data points. During training, the system learns things like which words tend to follow other words, what shapes usually form a face, how sentences are structured, how humans typically respond to questions. But here's the key insight. AI doesn't learn facts, it learns relationships. It doesn't know that Paris is a city. It knows that the word Paris often appears near words like France, capital, and Eiffel. That's pattern learning. Neural networks, inspired by brains, not copies of them. Most modern AI is powered by something called a neural network. The name sounds biological, but don't be fooled. Neural networks are inspired by the idea of neurons, not replicas of them. Think of it like this. Inputs go in, layers process the information, outputs come out. Each layer adjusts tiny numerical weights, basically deciding what matters more and what matters less. After millions or billions of adjustments, the system gets better at predicting outcomes. Not understanding, not reasoning. Predicting. Why AI feels intelligent, even when it isn't. AI feels smart because humans are wired to interpret language and behavior as intelligence. When something speaks fluently, we assume there's a mind behind it. But AI doesn't know it's talking to you. It doesn't know you exist. It doesn't remember you unless specifically designed to. It's responding to inputs based on learned statistical patterns, nothing more. That's why AI can sound confident and still be wrong. So, how does AI answer questions? When you ask an AI a question, here's what actually happens. Your input is converted into numerical data. The model analyzes likely continuations. It selects the most probable next word, then the next, then the next. It's like predictive text on steroids, except instead of finishing your sentence, it builds entire conversations. That's why AI can write essays, generate code, create poems, explain complex topics. But it doesn't verify truth unless it's connected to tools that do. AI versus automation. Not the same thing. Another common confusion. AI is not the same as automation. Automation follows rules. AI learns patterns. A calculator is automated. A spam filter uses AI. One follows instructions. The other adapts. That adaptability is what makes AI powerful and dangerous when misunderstood. Why AI makes mistakes so confidently. AI doesn't know when it's wrong. It doesn't feel uncertainty. It doesn't hesitate unless programmed to. If the most likely answer based on its training is incorrect, it will still deliver it confidently. That's not deception, that's math, which is why human oversight matters. AI is a tool, not a replacement for humans. AI doesn't replace creativity, it accelerates it. It doesn't replace judgment, it supports it. Used correctly, AI saves time and improves productivity, helps analyze complex information. Used blindly, it spreads misinformation, reinforces bias, creates false authority. The difference isn't the technology, it's the user. The real question isn't what can AI do. The real question is this: Who controls it? Who trains it? And who decides how it's used? AI reflects the data it's given and the values of the people who deploy it. It's not neutral. It's not evil. It's not conscious. It's a mirror. Absolutely. Here's a strong continuation that deepens the explanation, keeps it engaging, and brings the topic to a satisfying close with a clear call to action. Machine learning versus real intelligence. One of the most misunderstood ideas about AI is the word learning. When humans learn, we understand. We connect ideas. We question meaning. When AI learns, it adjusts numbers. That's it. This process is called machine learning, where an algorithm improves performance by adjusting internal parameters based on feedback. If it guesses right, those parameters are reinforced. If it guesses wrong, they're adjusted, and no curiosity, no awareness, no insight, just optimization. That's why AI can outperform humans in narrow tasks, like chess, image recognition, or language prediction, yet completely fail at basic common sense. Why AI needs so much data and humans don't. A child can see 3 cats and understand the concept of cat. AI might need millions of images. Why? Because humans learn conceptually. AI learns statistically. Humans generalize from very little information. AI needs repetition over and over to approximate the same result. This is why data is the fuel of AI. No data, no intelligence. Bad data, bad outcomes. Bias. Not a bug, but a reflection. When people say AI is biased, they imagine the machine choosing sides. That's not what's happening. AI reflects the data it was trained on. If the data contains bias, historical, cultural, or social, AI will learn and repeat it. It doesn't question fairness. It doesn't understand ethics. Those responsibilities belong to the humans who design, train, and deploy it. AI doesn't create bias. It amplifies it. Can AI ever become conscious? This is the question everyone asks. Short answer: there's no evidence that today's AI is anywhere close. Consciousness isn't just computation. It involves experience, awareness, and subjective perception, things we don't even fully understand in humans. AI doesn't feel. It doesn't want. It doesn't experience time. Calling AI alive says more about our imagination than the technology itself. Why AI feels like magic right now? Every major technology feels like magic at first. Electricity did, the internet did, smartphones did. AI feels magical because it speaks our language, it mimics creativity, it responds instantly. But once you understand the mechanics, the fear fades. Not because AI is weak, but because clarity replaces mystery. Why AI sounds confident even when it's wrong? AI doesn't have doubt the way humans do. It doesn't pause to think, I might be mistaken. Every response is generated based on probability, not certainty. If an incorrect answer statistically looks like the right one, AI will deliver it with the same confidence as a correct fact. That's why AI can sound authoritative while being completely wrong, and why verification is. If this video helped you actually understand AI, not just hear buzzwords, like to support real explanations, comment what AI topic confused you the most. Subscribe for clear, factual breakdowns of complex tech. No hype, no fear-mongering, just the truth.